Hello amigos! Today we'll be looking at anti-lock braking systems and why we shouldn't just blindly rely on them. Every time I make a video about braking techniques and exercises, I usually get a bunch of comments, which essentially boil down to something along these lines. Ha! Look at you clowns doing all these stupid exercises with your threshold braking nonsense. I have a self-driving 2037 BMW GS 200,000 quadruple R with HAL 9000 as a co-pilot. It has all the driver aids and all the ABS with 300 IQ. I just pull the lever and my bike stops instantly. And the way manufacturers these days hype up driver aids, it's no wonder people tend to over-rely on them instead of developing actual riding skills. But maybe we shouldn't rely on these systems too much. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing ABS here or anything, quite the opposite. ABS is a statistically proven life-saving technology which is useful for road bikes, but like any safety feature, it has its limitations. It's not some magical almighty wonder waffle. Bikes with all the tech in the world still crash, and since it's our safety on the line, it seems like a smart thing to learn what ABS can and can't do. In case you are new to this channel, my name is Andrei Bodrov, I'm looking for nuclear vessels, promoting the best thermal base layers in the world for bikers, and occasionally making online courses for advanced motorcycle riders in my spare time. Our King of the Road course, for example, features over 40 exercises designed to make you a safer, more confident rider in just 9 weeks. Click the link below to sign up and get notified when the next season starts. So, how does ABS work? On most ABS-equipped bikes, each wheel has a special perforated plate, like this one. As the bike moves forward, this sensor, called a Hall sensor, reads how fast the plate spins, giving the computer the angular speed of the wheel. Then, it compares the speed of both wheels. If one starts slipping, its angular speed drops. For example, if we lock the wheel completely, its speed drops to 0. The electronics react way earlier though, long before the wheel fully locks up. When the system notices a significant difference in wheel speeds, it reduces braking pressure on the slipping wheel until both speeds match again. Modern ABS systems do this incredibly fast, up to 40 times per second. This is how a basic anti-lock braking system works. You can make ABS more sophisticated. For instance, you can add pressure sensor into the braking lines. Then, if rear wheel locks up with almost no brake line pressure, the system will know the wheel isn't touching the ground. It reduces front brake pressure to prevent a stoppie. Voila! You have an anti-stoppie function. More advanced modules gather data from acceleration sensors to understand cornering speed. When braking mid-corner, the system adjusts braking force to prevent the bike from standing upright unexpectedly. That's how we get our cornering ABS. Or, in some systems, we can have the front and rear brake lines connected through valving in the ABS hydraulic module. It can control the pressure in both channels simultaneously, for example, increasing pressure on the front brake while reducing it on the rear, since traction on the rear tire decreases under heavy braking. That's how we get our linked brakes, when we can, for example, squeeze only the front brake and the ABS applies the rear one automatically. We can add more and more stuff to ABS, but at its core, every anti-lock braking system works on the same principle. A module receives sensor input and dynamically regulates brake line pressure in order to prevent the wheels from slipping. Excellent! What does this mean for us in practical terms? At its core, ABS simply prevents your wheels from locking up. It doesn't shorten your braking distance, make your bike stop faster than the vehicles around you, or perform any instant magic stops. Your braking distance is still determined by the grip of your tires and the condition of the pavement, just as it would be on a non-ABS motorcycle. So, are those braking exercises we've discussed on this channel still relevant if your bike has ABS? Absolutely! Practicing them is essential for understanding how quickly your bike can actually slow down. One of the main reasons riders crash is poor judgment of speed. Many don't truly know their bike's braking capabilities and just assume it will stop fast enough. Regularly practicing hard braking, even on ABS-equipped bike, helps you experience and remember the deceleration your bike can achieve. This practice is invaluable for improving your ability to judge speed and plan your maneuvers more effectively. But don't be discouraged. With ABS, you already have a great advantage. You can practice hard braking right away. On a simple non-ABS bike, most riders have to learn braking cautiously, gradually squeezing the brake harder and harder, trying to slow down faster while avoiding overbraking and risking a low side. With ABS, you can go straight to the maximum braking. Even if you brake too hard, your bike won't low side. Instead, you'll feel the ABS pulsating on the lever, signaling it's doing its job. This allows you to learn much faster, but you still need to practice. Many riders get spooked the first time they feel the ABS kick in, often reacting like, "Oh crap, what was that?" and instinctively releasing the brake. That's fine when practicing in a parking lot, but that's not a habit you want during a real emergency on the road. Practicing in a controlled environment helps you to eliminate bad habits, like for example, not fully closing the throttle during hard braking. On a non-ABS bike, this mistake often leads to a low side, while on ABS-equipped bike, it can result in a significantly longer stopping distance. Closing the throttle completely, even while applying a high brake pressure, should become second nature. And yes, this takes time and practice. Another example of a common mistake is tensing up your arms during hard braking. This often leads to unintentional pressure on the handlebars, which can destabilize the bike. On a motorcycle equipped with ABS, it is not catastrophic. You won't low side, but it can increase your braking distance. By practicing hard braking in advance, you can train yourself to stay relaxed and avoid this mistake. The same principle applies to braking mid-corner. With an ABS-equipped bike, especially one with cornering ABS, you have a significant advantage because you can practice without the fear of dropping the bike. However, practice is still essential. You need to understand how your bike behaves when you use the front brake, the rear brake, or both, what deceleration mid-corner feels like, how to stay relaxed while braking, and how much braking force your bike can handle. All of this is far better to learn in a controlled, safe environment than during a real emergency on the road, right? In the end, ABS is a fantastic tool, but it's just that, a tool. It can't completely replace skill, experience, or good judgment. Practicing on ABS-equipped bike is essential because it allows you to explore your bike's braking limits safely, refine your technique, and build muscle memory for critical situations. The more you practice, the better you'll understand your bike behavior and capabilities, which make you a safer, more confident rider. Emergencies on the road aren't the time to test your skills, they are the time to rely on what you're already learned. So, invest in your practice and your future self will indeed thank you at some point. Great! Remember to hit this like button if you find these videos useful, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips, tricks, and riding advice. Thank you for watching, ride safely, and have a wonderful day! Bye!